Man, I've been wanting to make this video for a while now. So many people have problems with sleep and it affects the way they live their life. It's impossible to have high amounts of energy when you can't sleep properly. It's impossible to have tremendous hormones when you don't sleep properly. It's very difficult to get rid of those sugar cravings when you don't sleep properly. It's very hard to lose weight when you don't sleep properly. In this video, I'm gonna show you 10 tips on how to sleep like a baby. First up on the list, caffeine. It's a super stimulant. What it does is your nervous system, bam! It kicks your nervous system into overdrive, and it's a super stimulant, gets you going in the morning. That's why so many people take it in the morning, gets you up, gets you jacked up and ready to go for life. But it can also have the reverse effect of messing with your sleep. Some people, you'll notice that if they drink a little bit, they'll be overstimulated all day long and it'll disrupt their sleep. You've got other people that are so used to caffeine, they'll drink the stuff before they go to bed and then go to sleep. I'm like, what? As a blanket statement, I'm gonna say, for the majority of people, don't drink the stuff past 12 p.m. because we wanna have cortisol level jacked sky high early in the morning so we get up, and then we want it to go down in the afternoon, and then we want melatonin, which actually puts us to sleep, to go up, all right? So we don't want to disrupt this sleep-wake cycle. If you're gonna do the caffeine, do it in the morning and leave it in the morning, and that's it. Tip number 2, I want you to get plenty of bright light early in the morning. Now, I just talked about the sleep-wake cycle. Cortisone jacked up in the morning, and that's what bright light does. When you have bright light, it'll jack up your cortisol levels, and we want that early in the morning. And then what we want is when we get those cortisol levels jacked up, what will happen is in the afternoon, the melatonin will take off and become higher and help us to get better sleep. All right? Tip number 3, what I want you to do is I want you to avoid bright screen from your electronics at night. TV, laptop, cell phones, right? They all emit this stuff called blue light. And what that does is that, remember what I just talked about with cortisol? It increases your cortisol levels. But remember what we said, we want cortisol to be low in the afternoon and melatonin to be high. So if we're watching this stuff, like our electronics with bright light, this blue light, what's happening is it's making our cortisol artificially go up when it's not supposed to at night. That keeps us up. So what I do is, if you take a look at my apps right there, right? So you're gonna see this app called f.lux. What it does is it blocks out the blue light, and so your screen's gonna appear orange. But the cool part is it's timed for daylight. So when it's daylight outside, you'll still have your bright blue screen, but when the sun starts going down outside, what will happen is your screen will start to dim and it will become a little bit like orange looking. Ideally, what you want to do is you just want to avoid electronics, and I would say an hour before bed, just turn your electronics off. You'll be even better. But if you're that person that's like, hell no, I can't do that, then use the app. So another thing with your electronics, what I recommend you do is actually don't even have them in the room when you sleep. So just put them in like the bathroom, or I'll put my cell phone in the closet. So that way, when it goes off, I have to get up and go turn it off. But the other thing is that these things emit electronic frequencies that actually disrupt your sleep. Yeah. All right, tip number 4. I want you to use a supplement, magnesium. I like to use Calm, or what I like to do is Epsom salt baths. Either way, you're getting in this magnesium, and magnesium is, dude, this thing is a game changer. As it relates to sleep, what it does is it helps to calm the nervous system down, right? Calms your body and relaxes you, helps you to relieve stress. As you stress more, you use up more of this magnesium, this mineral that we need for so many different, actually over 300 different functions of the body. If you don't have enough magnesium, and it's likely you don't, because 80 to 90% of people don't have enough. You have to eat a lot of green vegetables and have a lower stress lifestyle. If you don't have that, you are likely to be deficient in magnesium. Very easy to just supplement with it. You know, this is a powder that I like. I'll do a little bit of this like an hour before I go to sleep. This one's amazing. Helps you to get deep, restful sleep, but also the Epsom salt bath is wonderful. Helps your body to recover, to relax, and you soak in this magnesium through your skin. It also helps you to detoxify impurities out of your body as well, so you get quite a bit of benefit that way. Whole body relaxation. First, I recommend that you get magnesium in your diet, and any green vegetable is going to have magnesium. Also, supplementing with magnesium, and then valerian root is another good supplement that you can take. And then you got another one, which is chamomile tea, is very effective at relaxing you as well. What you notice I didn't mention is melatonin. A lot of people, you like taking melatonin. I don't recommend it as a supplement because it's been shown that if you supplement with melatonin, your natural production will decrease. I'm not about that. So let's do all we can do first. Melatonin has to be done later, so be it, but I would rather not, all right? So let's not even go there. All right, we are on tip number 5. Keep the room cool. So what I recommend is temperature between 65 and 68, and sleep without clothing on, all right? Take off your shirt, take off your shorts, go bareback if you can. If not, wear some drawers. Keep your body cool. You will sleep much better. So what I do is I like to open the window at night. I like to sleep minimally in the summertime, and I've got the AC cranking. What I'll do is I'll set, so let's just set this right now. I'm gonna set it for 65. Boom. So when your body's too hot, it disrupts your sleep. Too cold disrupts your sleep. So what I recommend is about 65, 68. Experiment for yourself on which one tends to be better for you. All right, we're on tip number 6. What I recommend that you do is make sure it's pitch black at night. I mean, in your room, you want it to be dark. You can't see anything. So ideally what you do is you have blinds that you can put down, right? Boom. We want this thing to be dark. Like, can't see anything. All right, so ideally what you do is you draw the blinds down, make it pitch black, or what you can do is you can use like a sleep mask, all right? And I'll put a link in the description below. But if you do the combination of both of these things, magic. Blacks it out and helps you to get much better sleep. Tip number 7. All right, I'm actually just gonna keep this mask on. All right, another benefit is using essential oils. All right, this one's lavender. Sprinkle the essential oils on the pillow, right? So before, put you in a nice restful place, right? Instead of just smelling it through here, I like to put drops onto the pillow and into the sheets. Makes it smell wonderful. What it does is it calms your nervous system down and you'll get much better sleep, baby. The 8th thing I recommend is that you do is you get your training done in the morning. Early morning, as soon as you wake up, try to get your cardio in at that point. So you get 10 to 15 minutes of some HIIT training, high interval training, that's going all out. 15 seconds, take a 30-second break. 10 to 15 seconds, 30-second break. You do that 10 rounds, that's your cardio. And by the way, you could do that on a bike, you could do that in the swimming pool, you could do that on an elliptical, on a Stairmaster, on a treadmill while you're running. I try to get my weight training done like around lunchtime. If you have to, do it a little bit after work maybe. But what you don't want to do is very late at night because it could definitely disturb your sleep. If you go to bed at 10 o'clock, you don't want to be in the gym at 8 o'clock and finishing at 9, all right? I recommend that you get it 4 hours before you go to sleep is when you finish, as a general rule, all right? All right, guys, we're on number 9, sleeping like a baby like a baby. I want you to avoid eating right before you go to bed. One of the big reasons why you want to avoid eating is because you produce growth hormone about an hour after you go to sleep. You start producing this stuff. Growth hormone is magic. It's your youthful hormone, all right? A lot of anti-aging clinics put people on growth hormone. It makes their skin look better. It makes you have more lean body mass, right? So you can lose fat better, preserve your muscle. When people get old, they have lower growth hormone levels and they have a very difficult time staying lean. And then what you'll see is they'll lose all their muscle. When you lose all the muscle, it's done. I mean, it's very hard to actually live through this life because you're so weak. We gotta keep the growth hormone up, and healthy sleep, uninterrupted 7 to 9 hours of sleep is ideal, okay? Don't eat before you go to bed. Ideally, you don't eat 2 hours before you go to bed, all right? There's some of you out there who are saying, dude, nah, can't do that. I've got to eat. I recommend that you have a little bit of protein and a little bit of fat. Let's skip the carbohydrates at night. What we don't want is we don't want to have your blood sugar go up and then crash during your sleep and it disrupts your sleep. I'd rather you have a little bit of protein and a little bit of fat, and let's just keep it minimal, not like so heavy and so much that your body's spending all this time trying to digest and then you're not getting this squirt of growth hormone. There's other hormones that are involved, but I want to keep this video shorter, and let me just say, let's not eat 2 hours before we go to bed. All right, we're on to the last thing. I hope those 9 have been super helpful for you. I follow all of those things and they help me quite a bit. This 10th thing, now some of you are gonna get really mad at me, but you're gonna agree. And it's drinking alcohol at night. Now, people have the habit of drinking wine at night and they're like, well, dude, it's good for you, right? It helps me to relax and then I can go to sleep easier. And I'll agree with that, right? It's true, but let me ask you, does it wake you up several hours later? It helps you to go to sleep, but then also what's gonna happen is you're gonna wake up. Yeah, and then it disrupts your sleep. So it's better just to avoid it at night. Drink it earlier if you have to, but don't do it before you go to bed because you're using it to go to bed and then it's gonna wake you up. And remember what we said at the very start, we need to have 7 to 9 hours uninterrupted. You hit the pillow, and then you don't wake up for 7 to 9 hours. You ever notice that you, after you wake up, after drinking, you have terrible memory, right? Your cognitive ability is not that great. Yeah, that's the alcohol, all right? So let's just skip that part. Or if you have to, drink it earlier, not before bed. That was 10 things that I highly recommend you do so that you could be a beast in the bedroom. So let's really make this a priority, man. Because a lot of people, you really just didn't know that sleep was that important, right? If you knew, you would have applied more effort. So I gave you 10 things. There's more tips that you could follow, but those 10 things are highly important. And if you follow those, you will get excellent sleep. Or wake up feeling rested, feel more alive, and you'll get more out of this life, baby. So if you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button because I have plenty of more content that will help you to improve your life. Nutrition, exercise, mindset, baby. Lifestyle changes. Let's live a fantastic, healthy, successful life. Let's get the most that we can out of it. We're in this journey together, baby. If you have any questions, drop a question in the comments. Until then, I will see you later. Peace.